I don't have a segue for this, so I'm just gonna start now. When making a game, it's important to separate what you want to make versus what players want to play. There's thousands of titles on Steam, GOG, Epic, so when you're creating a title, some research goes a long way on what would succeed. After all, it's not smart to create titles that are designed to fail from the start. No one's that dumb to look at a title and purposely make one that was destined to fail, right? Gaming is a preferential medium, like music, movies, eating food. So deciding what would work and is desired is number one in terms of research. Sure, one of the most popular shooters right now is Call of Duty, maybe Fortnite, and battle royales of all shapes and sizes. I'm sure there's people still playing social deception games like Among Us. But some players don't want the same slop reheated. They want meaningful additions to the genre. People that purchase the same title with a new number each year, they're a lost cause. There's no point adhering to them, because they don't seek newer and different titles or even branch from their comfort zone. So it'd be wise to adhere to a group that gets neglected to satisfy a niche. A niche is a specialized segment with a position in its ecosystem. If 70% of people enjoy a gaming title with guns, that means there could be 30% of people that would prefer a different type of title. That's a niche. That 30% may not be the 70% you would prefer, but any dedication is desired. If you could guarantee that 30% would play your title, wouldn't you try to keep them satisfied? Some people can't even get 1%. Now, why does this matter? Because one of the most successful games of all time ever made is technically in a category that I adore with all my heart. And unfortunately, so many people are keen on screwing up their ideal version of what players want and what devs want to make, and it breaks my heart. That genre being the survival genre. The survival genre is a market of untapped potential and endless creativity with an uncountable amount of replayability. It can be horror, adventure, action, casual, hardcore. There's nothing more open and fluid than the survival genre. You can go in depth, you can be simple, you can be vast, you can be contained. The endlessness of a well-made survival game is the selling point in of itself. The appeal of a survival game's niche is what makes it so enticing to that specific group itself. Minecraft is more for the creative crowd. 7 Days to Die is for zombie lovers. Astroneers for the stars and what lies beyond them. Don't Starve is for the mystery of the world they're playing in. Grounded is for the adventure and overcoming the low odds. Subnautica is for facing your fears and the discovery of an alien world. Ark is for people with no taste. If you create a product specifically designed to appeal to the group you're trying to entice to purchase your product, you're going to succeed if you keep their best interests in mind. I'm literally giving you Marketing 101, and somehow AAA developers can't figure this crap out. But one dev truly chose to appeal to the important people who knew would keep their game afloat. Literally. The developers Kraken Express alongside Pocket Pair Publishing wanted to make a pirate game. You know, sail the seas, board ships, ride ships with your friends, sword fights, the works. But they wanted to make an MMO. Now, I'm not saying MMOs are bad, or aren't appetizing to the specific group that plays them. Look at World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Vindicta. Okay, don't look at Vindictus. You know, that sucks too, because I fucking love Vindictus. It's not that a pirate MMO can't work, but you're making something that is already being satisfied by a niche. There are so many well-made MMOs with so much structure and content, you're trying to create something with such a large scale that would also have to compete with another title that already does what you're trying to do. The difference is, they've had a stranglehold on their player base for years. Do you truly believe you could create something to rival Titans? Do you think you could develop enough content to keep people wanting to keep subscribing to an MMO? So Kraken Express took a step back, regrouped, restructured, killed their DEI consultant, drank some coffee, and they looked at what would work. How could they possibly move their game to a genre that is, 1, uncontested, and 2, works well off their already built engine and content? And then it hit them. Like a cutlass to the skin. Sailing the seas is an adventure. We already have the code to work with friends. What if we made those dedicated servers for people's own fun? What if we streamlined the process a bit more? What if we made a game for people with jobs instead of making it a job. What if they made Windrose? Windrose is a pirate-themed survival game on par with some of the greatest pirate-themed games ever designed. Blackwake, Sea of Thieves, Puzzle Pirates, Sly 3.
Holy shit, this sucks!
Windrose takes everything that makes ocean exploration, naval ship battles, and close-quarters combat and makes it satisfying, enjoyable, and allows the player to enjoy the game at their own pace, almost to their detriment. Windrose starts our early access journey with a ham-fisted, played-out, unvoiced intro. It teaches you the basics of healing, combat, and movement, only for Blackbeard himself with the power of the underworld to kill us. We become possessed by an underworld obel, and what should have been a deadly dip in the water became the start of a great survival game. We arrive on some uncharted island in the middle of some calm waters. We have the Doc from the ship with us. He gives us a bunch of spiel of I don't give a fuck about. There's a matter of how to progress. This is just a tiny island. What are we supposed to do? Well, you survive. There's enemies, loot, wood, stone, resources galore. Simply take up your axe and pick and get to work. It's not exactly reinventing the wheel or trying something new. It's axe to wood and pick to stone. It's kind of slow, but it's doable. Getting our base set up is a piece of cake too. It's rather homely. After getting our rickets in place, we gotta get our gear. This requires us to get our ass kicked by the local boar population. And unfortunately, this is boring. It's been about 2.5 hours. Surely there's some form of redemption on the horizon. I don't care about the doctor, the scribbles in some camps I've found, some journal entries, and the combat is fine. I need something to keep my attention. Much like most RPGs and games with a progression system, the beginning is the weakest part because all the cool shit is later. But in terms of attention, it's 2026. TikTok has completely fucked the attention span of millions of people. I've been watching YouTube since 2005. My attention span is more withered than most. I just gotta know, what am I working towards? I thought this was a pirate game. I see ships out there, but I can't do anything to them. Until finally, the drunk Doc gives us the quest that will redeem the entire game and cement Windrose as the greatest pirate game and one of the best survival adventure games ever made. We're tasked with getting a boat together and getting our crew. Well, we gotta get to a boat graveyard over the water and, wow, that sucks. How are we gonna do that? So embarrassingly, we set sail. We know where our crew is and the ship graveyard. Now all we gotta do is slowly get there. It's a little on the scary side, but we get there. We defeat some pirates and save our crew. Now we just gotta use the resources we found to repair that dead ship. With our elbow grease depleted, our patience tested, Windrose has deemed us worthy to set sail.
Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. Sally is the girl that I love dearly. Way, bully in the alley. Sally is the girl that I love nearly. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. For 7 long years I courted little Sally. Way, bully in the alley. But all she did was dilly and dally. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. I left my Sal, I went a sailing. Way, bully in the alley. Signed on a big ship, I went a whaling. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. If I ever get back, I'll marry little Sally. Way, bully in the alley. Have 6 kids and live in Shinbo Alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now.
From rags to riches, Windrose has given us total freedom in our drive. The wind in our sails, the salt on our tongues, and the water beneath our deck. Windrose's ability to feel like an adventure game above all else has imprinted its name into the survival genre. You don't sell 1 million copies without doing something right, and you don't get a JFJ video dedicated to you unless you've done something right. From amazing towns you can build with your bare hands, to ships you can sink or board. When the developers realized the proof was in the pudding all along, it's easier for everyone, including the consumers. Ship combat is simple, but it's fun. Boarding ships is masterful and feels stressful if you're on the ropes. Gathering bounties, raising your rep with factions to trade, finding and gathering money to set up not just a small dinghy, but an entire frigate with 2 lines of cannons, just to send ships to the depths of the ocean. You can turn a small sandbar into an entire town, polishing your arms to fight better, and hiring hands to benefit your home and your workbenches. Windrose found a way to really nail this genre. I couldn't have been happier to spend 2 weeks straight playing it. And to think, they wanted to make this an MMO. I can't think of a worse idea. I hope you've enjoyed what I've made for you today, and try out Windrose on Steam. You could also check out the JFJ Patreon, subscribe on YouTube, or get gamer subs using code JFJ for 10% off. Please have a wonderful rest of your day.